Hi, I'm Brian. I'm a researcher and I also brew beer on the side. I started getting really into craft beer about circuit breaker last year, and I just discovered that there was a whole world of craft beer with all sorts of different flavors and profiles, and I decided that maybe I should try and make some of my own. Right, so I've always been a serial hobbyist. I think during NS I started making my own skateboards to sell, and more recently I've started making some furniture just for around my room and stuff. I'm a bit of a hoarder by nature, so there was one day I was at my friend's place and I brought a 6-pack of bottles, and after we were done with the bottles, for some reason I just didn't want to see the bottles go to waste, and so I ended up carrying it around with me, walking around town. And as I was walking around town, I realized that if I didn't do something with the bottles, I would just feel like such a mug. So I decided that probably the best thing to do with beer bottles was to fill it up with beer again. And so I just bought a 1-gallon kit off the internet, and that was how it started. I made my own fermentation chamber with all the different stuff I just sort of pieced together, and that was how it started. And now I've moved on to larger batches, 5 gallons, and more specific equipment for brewing. Yeah, so I got my hands on the 2019 Advent calendar, and that was probably the first time I've been presented with such a range of craft beer. I think previously I had stuck to just a couple of light styles that were close enough to macro lagers, and being exposed to that Advent calendar, it just was a whole range that I had never come across before, and I think that's how I fell in love with craft beer.